Ya, lihat ini.
Ya,
Suaranya sudah mati.
hidup mikrofonnya. Namanya rubah jadi siapa nih?
SMA satu negara aja.
Seba N satu negara. Apa nih kamera belakangnya? Back kamera gitu ya. Back. Dia masih anak Christine.
Tes, tes.
Tes audio belakang. Oh nggak usah ya? Oh ya nggak usah ya.
Attention, please. Before we begin today's agenda, we kindly remind all participants to fill in the attendance form from the link provided in the chat box and the Zoom background that was already given. Thank you.
Dilegang aku nek les. Dilegang aku
Gini jadi gini.
ini jadi mati yang gini.
Udah mati.
Anak nggak dinamai ya. Oke, terbang dari SMA satu negara gitu ya.
Pakai gini loh,
Apa 02 gitu. Underscore nih ini tuh Vidya gitu. Vidya dan oh lengkapin dah. Nah, coba.
Permisi Kak, mohon maaf mengganggu. Untuk device yang kedua, posisinya boleh seperti yang tertera di screen. Dia pakai handphone soalnya, biar jaraknya lebih dekat.
Halo Rian, mohon maaf untuk device pertama, posisi kamu di mana ya?
Bisa.
Maksudnya kalau memang di
Kita ikut ngomong.
Oh ya baik, benar seperti itu.
Sudah benar Kak?
Sudah Rian, terima kasih.
Terima kasih Kak.
Mau tes yang nomor 2 boleh, Bapak?
biar kita tim yang udah pertanyaan yang
Coba tanya ke Kak. Oke, Pak.
Kakak, I'm sorry, I'm going to confirm it again. Apakah sudah terlihat jelas?
Halo untuk peserta nomor 2, mohon maaf, perhatikan penamaan di nomor device kedua sama dengan device pertama.
Oh, itu belum. Oh, ini biar semua satu lagi. Oke, oh iya. Ya, ini dulu.
Kakak, kami ada satu sekolah, itu 2 partisipan untuk lomba ini. Nah, kebetulan untuk device-nya kita menggunakan device yang sama. Apakah boleh diingatkan lagi kami bagaimana penamaannya?
Halo, terima kasih atas konfirmasinya. Untuk nanti, saat presentasi, nanti kan bergiliran. Setiap masing-masing peserta, mohon diganti penamaannya. Semisal, nomor 2 duluan, nanti penamaan dari device pertama dan kedua itu atas nama peserta kedua. Nanti semisal diganti lagi pesertanya, sesuaikan dengan nomor peserta tersebut.
Langsung kalau 2 3
Attention, please. Before we begin today's agenda, we kindly remind all participants to fill the attendance form from the link provided in the chat box. Thank you. Gue belum ngomong. Hello. Would like to inform all participants and judges that we might start a little bit late because our third judges, which is Mr. Made Aryawan, has not joined yet. So thank you for your patience. Attention please. The final round of Virtual Guiding Competition International Week 2026 officially begins. Honorable, the judges of Virtual Guiding Competition International Week 2026, the Honorable Dr. Lohdia Surya Adnyani, SPD MPD, the Honorable Iketut Rika Adi Ana, SPD MPD, the Honorable Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD, the Committee on Duty, and all finalists of the Virtual Guiding Competition International Week 2026 we are proud of. Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salve, namo buddhaya, and salam harmony. Ladies and gentlemen, on this special morning, let us express our gratitude, for by God's blessings and grace, we are able to gather here on Tuesday, January 27th, 2026, via Zoom meeting to participate in the final round of Virtual Guiding Competition International Week 2026 with the theme Cultural Heritage Gems, Unique Places That Tell Story. Before we move to the next agenda, we would like to remind all participants to keep your microphone muted and ensure a stable internet connection throughout the event. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the main session. Before we begin, allow me to point out the agenda of today's competition. First, participants registration. Second, opening by MC. Third, prayer. Fourth, Indonesian National Anthem. Fifth, remarks from the interweek chairperson. Sixth, presentation and Q&A. Seventh, judges evaluation. And eighth, photo session. To begin our event with hope and positivity, let us take a moment to pray according to each of our beliefs. Prayer begins. Prayer ends. Ladies and gentlemen, next, let us stand together to sing the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya. For the operator, time is yours. Thank you. The next agenda is the activity report delivered by the chairperson of Interweek 2026. To our chairperson, we kindly invite you to deliver the report.
Thank you for the time. Distinguished judges, respected lecturers and guests, dear participants and fellow committee members, good morning. Let us begin by expressing our sincere gratitude to God Almighty for His grace and blessings, which allow us to gather today in a good health in the final round of the International Guiding Contest 2026 held as part of the International Week program. On behalf of the organizing committee, I am pleased to welcome all finalists who have reached this final stage. Your journey is round demonstrates strong dedication, creativity, and enthusiasm in representing cultural and heritage destination through virtual guiding. This competition is designed to be on evaluating speaking and presentation abilities. It also aims to encourage participants to explore, interpret, and share stories behind cultural and heritage sites. Through this platform, participants are expected to present meaningful narratives that reflect cultural values and historical significance. I would like to convey my appreciation to judges for their professional and valuable contribution. I also extend my thanks to committee members whose commitment and cooperation have supported the smooth implementation of this event. To all participation, I encourage you to present with confidence, clarity, and professionalism. May this final round become an opportunity to learn, to share perspectives, and to grow together. In closing, I hope this competition bring positive experience and last memories for everyone involved. May this strengthen our appreciation of cultural heritage and inspire future initiatives in creative and education activities. Thank you for your attention. I hereby declare the final round of Virtual Guiding Contest 2026 officially open. Thank you.
Thank you to the chairperson of Interweek 2026 for the report. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will move to the main agenda, which is the presentation session of the top 5 finalists of the Virtual Guiding Contest International Week 2026. We kindly invite all participants to enter the breakout room. And with that, to the host, please open the breakout room now.
Good day, honorable judges. Thank you for your time and presence in today's virtual guiding competition. Before we begin, may I kindly confirm, are all judges ready to proceed with the judging session? If everything is already accounted for, please give the thumbs up via the reaction feature to let us know everything is good to continue. Thank you, honorable judges. We will begin shortly while the operator completes the final room preparation. Thank you for your patience. Dear honorable judges, the presentation session for the virtual guiding competition will now begin. We are sorry for the delay, as the committee is working hard to prepare the best environment for the process of the competition. The participants will now be invited to the main room one by one by the committee, according to the already predetermined order. We will now begin the presentation session for participant number 1. To the committee in charge, please invite participant number 1 as well as the second device to the main room. We will now begin the presentation session for participant number 1. Starting from participant Ketutrian Ari Fernanda from SMA Negeri 1 Tejapula. Allow me to deliver a quick reminder regarding the session flow. You will have a maximum of 2 minutes total. Starting from the moment you utter your first word, followed by a maximum for the question and answer session with the judges. Please note that there will be no time reminders during this session, and once the allocated time has ended, the session will now be Nanda. You may begin your presentation now. The time will
Pardon, so it is already started as her screen here. Maaf Kak, soalnya tadi suaranya putus-putus di saya ya.
Okay, sorry for the problem of the internet. Allow me to send a quick reminder. You will have a maximum of 22 minutes in total. This consists of a maximum of 10 minutes for the presentation, starting from the moment you utter your first word, followed by a maximum of 12 minutes for the question and answer session with the judges. And there will be no time reminders during this session. And once the allocated time has ended, the session will be concluded immediately. Without further ado, I invite Ketutrian Ari Fernanda. You may begin your presentation now, and the time will start once you begin speaking.
Swastiastu. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to the honorable judges, the respected all the participants, and also to the moderators and also the committee. Thanks for the times that given to me. My name is Ketut Rani Fernanda. In today's good opportunities, I will be your guide for our today's journey. In a place where heritage and the rhythm of the daily life still can breathe as the one place. And that is no other than Ubud Palace, also known as Puri Saren Agung Ubud. So to get know more about this place, come join with me to explore Ubud Palace. So, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is known as the country that rich of cultural heritage, where tradition is not just only preserved in history, but tradition carefully seeped down from generation to generation. And in Bali, tradition continually lives side by side with the daily life. And in Ubud, culture is not to be displayed, but culture lives on it. Those are rituals, art, architecture, and then the rhythm of the daily life. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, our destination for today, it is located at the Ubud Palace, also known as Puri Saren Agung Ubud. This is a place where heritage is not remembered as the past, but heritage still practiced as the part of the present. And then now, before we entering the Ubud Palace, first thing first, I will tell you about the policy and regulation that the Ubud Palace have. So that is starting that we have to dress modestly, especially when we entering the areas that use for culture and religion. And also we have to speak politely and avoid our loud voice. So we'll be following those simple rules. We're not just only being a good visitors, but we also show our respect and we appreciate the community that live here at the Ubud Palace. Now, after we already qualified with those rules, we just already all went to entering the Ubud Palace, and I will start to tell you about the history of the Ubud Palace. Ladies and gentlemen, Ubud Palace located right in the heart of Ubud town. In the past, Ubud Palace was served as the official residence of the Ubud royal members family. This is not just only a home for the king, but this is also the center of the leadership, culture, and the tradition. This is also a place where culture were preserved, and this is also a place where decisions were made. Ladies and gentlemen, Ubud Palace was originally built in the early 19th century. And around 1800 during the reign of Cokorda Gedagung Sukawati, as you guys can see on the screen, he is Cokorda Gedagung Sukawati, the founder of the Ubud royal members family. At that time, the king was played an important role, but not just only as the ruler, he also the protector of the culture, art, religion, and the rhythm of the daily life. However, Ubud Palace also same with the other places in Bali that faced challenge. Actually, in 1917, when Bali damaged by across a major earthquake that damaged across all the islands, including Ubud Palace. So after that times, the king and the Ubud community had a teamwork to rebuild and renovated the Ubud Palace with the Balinese traditional style. This could be continued, this renovation could be continued because Ubud Palace had to continue as the center for the Ubud community. So, ladies and gentlemen, so what are the things that truly makes Ubud Palace special? It is because the first one, until now, Ubud Palace still used as the center for the community and Ubud. And then beside of that, the things that make Ubud Palace special, it is because actually when there is a ceremonies called plebon in Ubud Palace, so the road outside of Ubud Palace will be full of the peoples. It is including the Ubud community and then the tourism that they will watching directly called Bade and then Lembu. So this is showing that the unique of Ubud Palace that able to inviting all around the tourists to watching directly the plebon ceremonies. So after we already knowing about the history of Ubud Palace, next I will explain to you about the monuments or the buildings and the area that there's in Ubud Palace. So I will start to tell you about the entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, in Ubud Palace, actually there's two entrances to entering this place. The first one located at the south side, and then the second one located at the west side. This entrance called Candi Guru. Ladies and gentlemen, Candi Kurung in Balinese have a philosophy that symbolizes between good and bad, between light and dark, and also between the physical and spiritual world. This also symbolizes that we just get out from the outside world and we just entering a sacred piece of culture and religion. This also symbolizes that we just prepares our mind, our hearts before we entering a sacred piece of the culture and religion. This gate also seen with the musician, dancer, and then the artist in the Ubud royal members family generation that had been faced through this gate. And then now after we entering Ubud Palace by a face through the Candi Kurung, we can directly saw another areas named main courtyard. Ladies and gentlemen, main courtyard in Ubud Palace, it is actually an open space. So this open space in the night will be changed into the place where we can watch directly Balinese dance performance, such as legong dance, barong dance, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, Balinese dance performance, it is not just only an entertainment for us, but every hand movement tell us a story and every gesture has meaning to us. You guys can imagine sitting there and then watching directly Balinese dance performance with the so fly and then the Balinese traditional gamelan music just flow when you're watching directly Balinese dance performance. This close connection between the dancer and between the audience will be create an unforgettable and a memorable moment to you when you're watching directly. That you guys should try that. And then for your information, if you guys want to watching Balinese dance performance in Ubud Palace directly, it will be cost 100,000 for performance ticket. And now I will guide you to the another areas in Ubud Palace. It is called Balai Semanggen. Ladies and gentlemen, Balai Semanggen, it is actually a place where all the process before the cremation of the Ubud royal members family funeral service that have been phased away will be held here at Balai Semanggen. And this is also where all the Balinese offering will be located here also. Yeah, so and also beside the Balai Semanggen, also there on Balai Payas. So this is actually a place where the priest will be delivering the mantras between the Balinese offering, and also the priest will be connecting between the peoples and then between the peoples and divine with the spiritual faith. And of course, during the ceremonies were held, will be Balinese traditional music just flow during the ceremonies will held that will be located behind at the Balai Payas called Balai Go. And then next, for the last, I will explain the last areas in Ubud Palace called Rangki. Ladies and gentlemen, so actually Rangki, it is a very, very private place that not every person able to entering this place. So this is actually the place where the Ubud royal members family live. And also this is also the place where the Ubud royal members family will welcoming the guests such as important person and then the leader of the community. As you guys can see, there are so many coaches right there. So here at Rangki, where the Ubud royal members family and then the guests of the important person and then the leader of the community, that here they will be talking about and then discussing about the culture, religion, arts of the Ubud Palace. And ladies and gentlemen, Ubud Palace, it is not just only a heritage place, but this is also a living heritage site that until now still practiced as the part of the prison that not frozen in time. And my name is Ketut Rana Fernanda. I am from Senior Head School number 1 Tijakula. I hope to see you and then welcoming you again on another journey. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Om Santi, Santi, Santi.
Thank you, Ketutrian Arif Fernanda, for your excellent presentation. Although there is still some remaining time, we will now proceed to the question and answer session. To the honorable judges, the time and space are yours. Although we would like to invite Dr. Ludia Surya Adiani, SPD MPD, to kindly deliver the first question.
You're still muted, Budia.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
All right. Something wrong with my speaker. Well, I'm very interested in your presentation, Mr. Rian. I want to go there. I want to feel the day, I mean the 1 or 2 nights in that palace. Do they allow visitors to stay there?
Oh, actually, that is there's not a place to stay there, but there are so many options to stay around the Wood Palace that make you stay not in Wood Palace, but outside of the Wood Palace. There are so many places to stay there, and then you can just visiting the Wood Palace while you stay in Ubud.
Okay, what is the best time to visit this?
So actually, Ubud Palace, it is a place that a good and then able to visiting all days, that if you visit in the early on morning, it will be create some the atmosphere you can feel it is good. Actually, it is following by the activities that the community is doing there, so it will be a good time. But if you want to visit in the night, that will be a great idea too, because there is Balinese dance performance there in the night. You can watch them directly with the ticketing cost 100,000. That is such a good
Yeah.
thing
In the
for
main
visit
courtyard, yeah, the performance.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Thank you, Mr. Rian. I will contact you later.
Okay. Yeah. See you soon.
Thank you very much for the wonderful question from Dr. Luhdia Surya Adiani, SPD MPD. Next, we would like to invite Mr. Iketut Rika Adi Ana, SPD MPD, to kindly present your question. To Mr. Iketut Rika Adi Ana, SPD MPD, the time and space is excused.
Okay, thank you. Well, Rian, I just want to check your understanding. Okay, let's say, for example, if a guest asks you with a very complex question, so what will you do then?
So if there is that asks me about the complex question, so as the guide, of course, I will prepare the things that I just have to know about the palace first. So starting like the history, the things that we just have to do there, about all the areas of building that they there here at the palace. And before the day of, I will guiding some guests. I will just prepare that before the day that's coming. So I just cross check and then just looking in the social media on the Google and also I will ask the person that have responsibility here at the palace. I will ask directly the person of that, and then just manage all the information that I get, and then I try to memorize that and then accumulating that. I will tell that with the guests tomorrow, the day when I will guiding some guests in the palace.
Okay, good. And then the second one, if the guest, because Ubud Palace is international tourism object, right? So we cannot guarantee that the foreigners who visit Ubud Palace will be able to speak in English fluently. So how will you handle the ones who cannot speak English fluently?
Okay, so if some guests not able to speak English to receiving my information that I get, because maybe I will just tell about with phone, that is will be there some text that the language that the guests understand. I will just typing information that the Wood Palace have, and then just showing them with the directly. I just just looking for the place that have a meaning, reliable with the typing that I text on the phone, that I just directly saw the guess about the text that I type here at the phone, and then just showing them directly what the things that I mean here. Yes, for the place, for example, so I wrote here Candi Kurung, for example. So I just showing that where the place that is and then what it is meaning. That is.
Okay, thank you. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the brilliant question, Mr. Iketutrika Adiana, SPD MPD. Lastly, we would like to give the floor to Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD, for the final question.
Okay, thank you, Ketut. Your name is Ketut, okay? And this is my play. This is my first time to come to this kind of place, and I'm very amazed of the architectures of Balinese building. You have what you call Candi Kurung or Candi what Candi?
Pardon?
Candi Kurung?
Candi Kurung, yes.
Yes, and the other one is Candi Bentar. Okay.
Candi Bentar, yes.
Okay. Both of them are shaping like a triangle to the top. Is that right?
Yes. It is about like
A triangle.
yeah, triangle.
Okay. Can you tell me the symbolic meaning of this kind of shape or this kind of gate?
So actually in every channel, thank you for the question before for Mr. Made Atiawan Atmijaya. So actually these buildings named both Candi Kurung and Candi Bentar have a craving like tell a story about Ramayana or Mahabharata. So there is a lot of craving there that made by the artists in Ubud Palace. So it is just tell us about the story of that with the so a lot of character and a lot of person that including the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And then the last question is about the building. You have ballet. How
Balai
many
Semangat.
ballets do you have there? How many?
Balai Semanggen, Balai Payas, and Balai Gong.
Okay. Each ballet or each pavilion
Yes.
has different numbers of pillars. I see each building or each pavilion has different numbers of pillars.
Oh, actually not. It is same as the one location, but same as one location in Ubud Palace, but actually it is just separated by just, yeah, it is actually near one by one. But the name and then the meaning, of course, that is different.
Okay. Do you know the pillars? Pillars?
Pillars.
Pillars. Different number of pillars.
Pillars. Some.
Okay.
Oh, the door actually?
No.
Oh.
The pole. You have wooden pillars there.
Oh, pillars, like some.
You have different number. Let's say Semanggen, a
Oh,
lot of
yes.
pillars.
Oh, yeah.
And then in
Balai
Balai Payasan, you
pillars,
have
balai
different
pillars.
numbers of pillars.
Yes.
Do you know why?
Why pillars were different?
Different? In different
Okay.
number?
So actually that is a difference because all the process was held right there in the Ubud Palace have a different meaning. So actually it is same, just made from pillars as wooden, but it is different because of the meanings and because of that meanings. So the ceremonies will be held like that based on the means of the ceremonies that will be held, the process that will be held. That is the difference. But actually the fillers, it is the same.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Ketut.
Thank you for the question.
And it is very nice to have the tour with you here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the insightful question from Mr. Made Aryawan, SPD MPD. Next, moving on, we will move to the second participant's number, starting from number 2, for the name Niputu Vidya Nirmala Suwarbawa from SMA Negeri 1 Negara. For the committee in charge, please invite the participant to the main room.
Pak, ini kok
are returning the message.
Ya, betul Pak. Ya, sini Pak, standby.
Ini.
Ya, jadi Pak yang cek sekarang. Standby aja di sini pertanyaannya. Oke, tanyain sama Pak moderator coba Pak.
Hello. Does my visual is clear?
Yes, thank you very much. Allow me to continue the event. We will now begin the presentation session for participant number 1. Starting from participant number 2, Niputu Vidya Nirmala Suarbawa from SMA Negeri 1 Negara. Allow me to deliver a quick reminder regarding the session flow. You will have a maximum of 22 minutes in total. This consists of a maximum of 10 minutes for the presentation, starting from the moment you utter your first word, followed by a maximum of 12 minutes for the question and answer session with the judges. Please note that there will be no time reminders during this session, and once the allocated time has ended, the session will now be concluded immediately. Without further ado, Niputu Vidya Nirmala Suarbawa, you may begin your presentation now. The time will start once you begin speaking.
Thank you for the time. I would like to share screen my PowerPoint first. Okay, Swastiastu, good morning. How are you today? I hope you guys are doing fine. Now, we're going to explore a place that is preserved and save a heritage and culture through a wonderful textile. I'm your lovely guide, Vidya Nirmala, will always beside you to bring you into this enthusiastic tour. And now, welcome to Jembrana, a regency that is located in the westernmost part of Bali. And now, before that, I would like to remind you to always bring your starter pack, like I said you before, like your phone, wallet, camera, and a minivan to help you stay comfortable while exploring this place. Please, if you are already entered the area, do not eat and drink and do not touch anything without asking permission. And now we're going to explore Sentra Tenun Jembrana. Hearing the name, are you imagining something? Yes, Sentra Tenun. Tenun. We're going to explore the oldest textile from Jembrana, namely Tenun Cak-Cak. So ladies and gentlemen, for your information, Sentra Tenun Jembrana was officially opened for public in December 22nd, 2022. It is exactly located in W.R. Supratman Way or Jalan W.R. Supratman, Pendem Sub-District, Jembrana, Bali. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, I would like to tell you it's very easy to visit Sentra Tenun Jembrana. Why? Because from Bandara or Ngurah Rai International Airport, then Pasar Bali, you can go to the Jembrana and visit Sentra Tenun Jembrana by car or by bus. It takes about 2 until 3 hours. So, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get inside and follow me into the customer service area. And now we're going to strolling around and dive into the Tenun Cak-Cak history. So ladies and gentlemen, long time ago, when the king of Jembrana, Gusti Gede Sloka, built his kingdom named Puri Agung Negeri, or we know as Puri Agung Negara, on the 17th century. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know the king assigned the women on his palace to carry out and make the Tenun Cak-Cak for his coat and clothes? And do you know, the women who are able to make a Tenun Cak-Cak, they will be given a prestigious position by the king. Is it interesting? And now, until now, proudly present, Jembrana has 10 big groups of production house that make a Tenun Cak-Cak. There are Putri Mas, Sekar Ngoneng, Jepun Bali, Kembar Sari, and Kembang Sari, and it's located in several areas in Jembrana. such as Batu Agung, Sebual, Dangin Tukadaya, Daun and many more. And if you're wondering, why we're not visiting the 10 groups easily at the production house? Why are we choosing Sentra Tenun as our destination today? Great question. Because the government of the Jembrana already accommodated all of the woven products to the Sentra Tenun Jembrana. So as the tourist, you can access it or see the process of Tenun Cakcak, the kinds of Tenun Cakcak easily just in one place in Sentra Tenun Jembrana. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what is the relation between women and Tenun Cakcak in Jembrana? All of the mother in Bali, especially in Jembrana, told her daughter to make a Tenun Cakcak before having puberty. Because the Tenun Cakcak, it's related to the religious value or religious activity. So ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you the data from Narker Print Jembrana 2024 say that there are 179 women noted as the weavers in Jembrana, the weavers of the Tenun Cakcak in Jembrana. Is it interesting? And now we're going to go to the downstairs and strolling around into the right area because we're going to see the loom of Tenun Cakcak. What tools can make Tenun Cakcak? The answer is the traditional loom that is traditionally made for wood and bamboo. You can see from my PowerPoint, there are por, apit, belida, tunda, sisir or serat, guom, pandalan, and sip-sip. Do you know how to use it? And you can see from the PowerPoint, the weavers, the loom type the weaver's body, especially in the tights area. So we're going to sit like that, and then we're going to do like this. Why we call the tenun or the textile is Tenun Cakcak? Because when we operate the loom, it can make sounds like chak, chak, chak. So we call it Tenun Cakcak. You understand? Is it interesting? And now we're going to see the process of the Tenun Cakcak. Don't worry, I will tell you or I'll explain you one by one. The first step is ngeliying. Do you know what is ngeliying? We prepare for the yarn that we're going to use in the Tenun Cakcak. The yarn that we use are the silk yarn, cotton yarn, and the rayon yarn. We're going to twin up into the twin tools. You can see the twin tools? Yes, we're going to twin up. After we twin it, we're going to do the next steps. That is nyuntik. The yarn that we already twin up in the ngeliying steps before, we're going to wrap it out into the sisir, the parts of the loom that I said before. The sisir is made from wood or bamboo. And then we're going to do the next step is nyasa. We're going to put the sisir that already wrapped it out with the yarn tightly into the loom, like the picture. After that, we're going to do a motif one. When we're going to make a motif, we do it manually over and over again. And then we're going to, the next step is nanun. Now, this steps is we're going to make a textile and then making a motif until we produce the songket with size 45 until 60 centimeters in width and 180 centimeters in length. Do you know the process of Tenun Cakcak? It can span about 7 days or a week until 10 days. So yeah, why Tenun Cakcak is a little bit pricey? So because the process is quite too long and then special made from heart and from the hands and not by machines. Do you know what? I'm wearing the Tenun Cakcak, the kinds of Tenun Cakcak right now in my outfits. This one is Tenun Cakcak. So, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're going to see the motifs of Tenun Cakcak. There are sesah kuno, sesah bulan bintang, sesah cepaka, bunga kuung, rayonan, bulan bintang, and jembatan cinta. Maybe you're wondering, or you already saw or researched the article about, oh, Tenun Cakcak is not just from Jembrana. It can be in Sembiran village in Singaraja, Karangasem, Klungkung, Nusa Penida, then what's the difference of Tenun Cakcak and Jembrana? Then what makes Tenun Cakcak Jembrana different in other regency and Bali province? I have the right answer for you. For your information, the first Tenun Cakcak in Jembrana is from Jembrana. And the motifs of Tenun Cakcak and Jembrana makes it different because it related into the social life of Jembrana's people. Why? And related to the flora and fauna that exists in Jembrana, such as Mekepung and then Jalak Bali. You can see the motif. And why Bulan Bintang? Because a long time ago, all of the Muslim people that came to the Jembrana and modified the Tenun Cakcak into the Bulan Bintang motifs. So ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly, I have a surprise for you. What's the difference between Tenun Cakcak and Tenun Ikat? Because in the Sentra Tenun Jembrana, there is also Tenun Ikat, everyone. When Tenun Cakcak uses the traditional loom and produce the songket, and the Ikat one is use ATBM, or we call it alat tenun bukan mesin, and it can produce endek. Endek can be used in our fashion such as dress, shoes, and bags. Now, I would like to share you a memorable moment because the 7th President of Indonesia, Mr. Joko Widodo, already saw the Sentra Tenun with his wife and the Minister of PUPR Indonesia. And yes, everyone, unfortunately, we're going to downstairs again and we're going to back into the parking area because unfortunately, this is the end of our trip. Besides that, there is also a product that you can buy as a souvenirs. Thank you so much, and I hope you bring all of your belongings again and go back to the bus. Thank you so much. Tenun is not just a textile that we have to preserve, and we keep it from generation to generation. Thank you so much, Ami Lovely Guide Video Nirmala. Thank you, and Matur Suksema.
Thank you for the excellent presentation from participant number 2. We would like to move to the Q&A session by the judges. And to the honorable judges, the time and space are yours. But once again, we would like to invite Dr. Ludia Surya Adiani, SPD MPD, to kindly deliver the first question.
I think we can change. For example, previously I was the first, and then now Pak Trika first, and then next Pak Adijaya first. Yeah, Ray. Pak Trika.
Thank you for the feedback, ma'am. We would like to invite Mr. Iketut Trika Adiana, SPD MPD, to kindly present the first question.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Vidya. So I would like to ask you about the tenun. Okay, so there are lots of motifs, and you have explained that it's different from the tenun Cakcak from the other regions. But my question is, do those motifs have something to do with social status, or do the people wear this tenun related to social status or specific function in the society?
Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Rika, for the question. I would like to answer. I mean, in social life is like what Jembrana's people usually to do, like Mekepung. Do you know the tradition of Mekepung? Mekepung is a buffalo race that you can see in Jembrana. So the motifs, it can relate it to Mekepung. And the fauna that exists in Jembrana also, it contains like Jalak Bali. Do you know Jalak Bali? Is it in the Taman Nasional Bali Barat in Gilimanuk? You can see it here, in there. And then it's maybe related, or the weavers also make the motifs based on the Jalak Bali. Yes,
Okay,
like that.
so do you want to say that the motifs do not have something to do with the social status of the people?
There is
no.
because
So
all of the
everyone
people
can wear it. Yeah, everyone can wear it. Okay.
Yes.
Does it have a special function, or does Tenun Cakcak have special function? Okay, people wear it in a certain ceremony or something.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. That's a very great question. Tenun Cakcak or special songket usually uses and we can wear it into the special moments like the wedding, because Tenun Cakcak has a beautiful motifs and a little bit difficult motifs. So it can give the accent like special motifs. So you can feel more beautiful when you wear the songket into your special moments, like the wedding moments, matata moments, or into this competition. I'll special wear it for you, Mr. Krika.
Last question. Okay. Well, so what do you think about 2 days? Or is it status of this tenure? Is it all the people or the young people in Jembrana still want to worship to continue to produce this kind of clothes?
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Trika, for the question. I'll answer it. And yes, until now, Jembrana has noted 179 people from data from Narcoprint State like that. And the age of the weavers also begin at 20. Is it still young? And then until the maybe 20 until 40. And yes, the regeneration from Jembrana's people or Jembrana's women is also still to work as the weavers, and many other groups, production house groups, it already exists in Jembrana and still exists in Jembrana, such as Putri Mas, Sekar Moneng, that the woven products can be accommodated by the governments of Jembrana in Sentra Tenun Jembrana. So you can see, I hope you can see the beautiful Tenun Cak-Cak, regeneration from generations to generations, like that.
Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Mr. Chika.
Thank you for the excellent question from Mr. Mr. Iketutrika Adiana SPD MPD. Next up, we would like to give the floor to Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya SPD MPD for the second question.
Okay, thank you very much, Putu. You look so beautiful with the textile.
Oh my God, thank you, Mr. Made.
Yeah,
You made
and
my day.
yeah, you are very Balinese, beautiful Balinese girl. And I would like to have a questions about the length of the day. Let's say, how long does it take time to finish a product?
Okay, thank you so much for the question, Mr. Made. The process of making tenun cak-cak until it can be produced songket, it takes about 7 days or a week until 10 days.
Okay. And is there any specific day? Let's say in Bali, as you told before, when we have visited other places of interest in Bali, that you said that Bali has some good days and bad days. Is there any specific day for good day to start weaving?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Maybe when we're going to see the nature destination, it can be related into the specific days. But in Sentra Tenun Jembrana, it's open always on Monday until Saturday. So you can go easily here and not depend as like special days, because all of the weavers still in there in that place, and every day they come to the Sentra Tenun Jembrana to do a process and bringing the new product from the production house to Sentra Tenun Jembrana.
Okay, good. And the last question is about can we make this textile to become a cloth or shirt maybe a skirt?
Maybe.
Can we
Skirt?
change or can we transform the textile or the product become cloth?
Okay, nice question. This thing is a textile that you can transform or you modify it as a skirt or dress. But yes, but the difficult things that you will find if you want to transform the songket into the skirt or a dress, because the textile is a special treatment. We're not going to wash it into the water and then give some laundry things, but we use the dry clean method, because if you wanna put it into the water and then you're going to lose the color of the yarn, and we're going to do the dry clean, so you're not going to treat it usually as your clothes in home. It has the special treatment. You can transform it, but you have to do a specific or special treatment for your songket or songket dress or songket skirt, like that.
Okay, thank you very much, Putu.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mr. Made.
Thank you so much for the brilliant question from Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD. And finally, we would like to move on to our last judge. We would like to invite Dr. Ludia Surya Adjani, SPD MPD, to kindly deliver the final question.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Vidya. I want to be as beautiful as you. Can I buy and bring to my country? How much is that?
Sorry, pardon?
Okay, I want to be as beautiful as you. Can I buy some for that and bring to my country? How much is the
Yes.
price?
Thank you so much, Miss Dia. And you also can buy the beautiful textile or tenun cap-cap from Sentra Tenun that you can bring to your hometown, so you can wear it like this. And then you can buy the tenun cap-cap, or you can choose the motif that you like, and then you're going to buy. It's very, very pleasure to do that.
How much does it cost?
Oh, because the tenun cap-cap has a difficult process, like I said before, the cost of tenun cap-cap, it may be start from 500,000 rupiah until millions rupiah. It depends to the motifs.
Wow, that's expensive, yeah. Well, difficult process. Okay, I am challenged. Can I try to make one, or do they allow visitors to try that tools from, what is it? From Ngeringsing or from Ngeliang until Tenun, which one can a new person or a visitor try during the visit to that place?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Yes, they do allow the tourists that come into the Sentra Tenun to try the loom and make a tenun cap-cap. But they still watch for us and then trying to teaching us one step by step. And you can do the first step, because Ngaling is the easiest process, because we're going to twin up the yarn that we already prepared. After that, we're going to see the next steps.
Wow, it's interesting. Do they open certain course for that for visitors?
Pardon?
Do they open certain course for that for visitors?
Yes, they open the courses, but not in Sentra Tenun. The weavers usually also from the production, a different production house that accommodated by Jembrana's government, and then we're going to the course in the production house itself.
Wow, really complete and well managed. Yeah, but you mentioned in the first, in the beginning, the rules that with this sign, does it mean that I cannot touch anything?
Sorry, I already told before that you can touch without any asking permission. If you are asking permission, maybe you can touch it.
All right, thank you. It's really nice. Okay, I will go there again and have I promise to learn something from that. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, if you want to go to the Sentra Tenun, let me know, Mrs. Dia.
All right.
Thank you, honorable judges. The question and answer session has now ended. We will now conclude the question and answer session for this participant. Thank you to the honorable judges and to Niputu Vidya Nirmala Suwarbawa. This concludes the session for participant number 2. At this point, the The session for participant number 3 will now begin, and participant number 2 will be guided back to the breakout room. And participant number 2, you may now return to the breakout room. You are welcome to engage in other activities. However, please remain connected and do not leave the meeting room.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye!
Mohon maaf, Dewan Juri, izinkan saya untuk mengkonfirmasi apakah terdapat sebuah kendala untuk pengisian form penjurian?
Tidak, tapi mungkin kami simpan dulu nilai kami ya, sehingga nanti diskusi baru kami itu ya.
Baik, terima kasih atas konfirmasinya, Pak. We will now continue the presentation session for participant number 3. To the committee in charge, please invite participant number 3 to the main room. For Gusti Ayu Putu Chandra Yunika Putri, participant number 3, please note that a reminder is required for you to be shown in the second device as well as the first device. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on to participant number 3, Gusti Ayu Putu Chandra Yunika Putri from SMA Negeri 2 Negara. Allow me to deliver a quick reminder regarding this session flow. You will have a maximum of 22 minutes in total. This consists of a maximum of 10 minutes for the presentation, starting from the moment you utter your first word, followed by a maximum of 12 minutes for the question and answer session with the judges. Please note that there will be no time reminders during this session, and once the allocated time has ended, the session will be concluded immediately. Without further ado, Gusti Ayu Putu Chandra Yunika Putri, you may begin your presentation now. The time will start once you begin speaking.
Excuse me, can I start right now or not?
Okay, you can start, Putu.
Bali is one of the most famous islands in the world. Millions of tourists come every year to enjoy the beaches, temples, and unique culture. However, interestingly, most of them only visit the central and short parts such as Kuta, Seminyak, or Ubud. But in fact, Jembrana, which is located in West Bali, also has amazing destinations. One of them is Prancha Village. Swastiastu. Let me introduce myself. My name is Gusea Putri Chandra Putri. I'm from SMA Negeri 2 Negara. Today, I'm honored to invite you all of us in our virtual journey. Welcome to Prancha Village. Prancha Village is located in West Bali, especially in Jembrana Regency. Prancha Village includes mangrove forest, Prancha Temple, sea turtle conservation, Kurma Asih restaurant, and the last one is Prancha Beach. And then in Prancha, we can learn about how to protect nature, and we can learn about how to local life in Prancha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in Prancha, many people work as a fisherman, and there are many destinations in Prancha. I will tell you more with me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this. This is mangrove forest trekking area. Before we arrive in Prancha, we can see mangrove forest inside of the road. Mangrove forest is very important for the nature. Mangrove forests grow near the sea and the river. They have strong roots that can protect the land from the big waves. And also, mangrove forests are a home for many animals such as bird, fish, and crabs. So in this area, we can learn how to protect mangrove forests and how to take care of mangrove forests, because mangrove forest is very important for the nature and the environment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the next destination. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we are arrived in Prancha Temple. Did you know? If you don't know, let's explore with me together. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a holy place that many young people, or many people, especially for local people, pray here and join religious ceremonies. And then we must know about the history. Long time ago, this place is connected to a holy man named Dangyang Mirata. Dangyang Mirata traveled from one place to another place, and then when arrived in Prancha, he stopped and meditated. That is why many people believe that Prancha is important places for religious ceremonies, because many people believe that Dangyang Mirata gave blessing and he gave spiritual guidance for this place. That is why you can see this. This is very beautiful architecture here, and you can take a photo and you can join religious ceremonies here, and you can pray here for safety and guidance. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the next destination. Wow, do you know this place or not? Yes, that's right. This is Kurma Asih Sea Turtle Conservation. Ladies and gentlemen, we must know Kurma means turtle, Asih means love. This build was established since 1997. The owner of Kurma Asih Turtle Conservation is Mr. Ano. This place is connected to many turtles are in danger, where endangered turtle here, and they rescue here in turtle conservation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's know more about Kurma Asih turtle conservation. Ladies and gentlemen, did you see that? If you don't see, I would like to tell you. In Kurma Asih turtle conservation, they have 119 egg turtle nests. And this place is dedicated to protect the egg turtles. And then in here, you can learn about how to protect the egg turtles, how to protect the nature, how to protect the environment. Then in this place, you just come here and not to pay. These free destinations. If you want to pay donations silently, you can come here and pay donations. Ladies and gentlemen, the egg crack to 3 to 4 months. These eggs hatch 3 to 4 months. And then when they hatch, they're taking care here with our grateful and with our care, and the owner is Mr. Anom special. Okay, let's go to the next destinations. Wow, this is a tourism in the world, like the tourists here to watch and to see about the turtle, the baby's turtle here. The baby's turtle are endangered. So that is why in Perancak turtle conservation, we can learn about how to protect the baby turtle. When baby turtle are strong enough, they are come back to the oceans. This is the image for the tourists come here. The tourists come here to see the turtle, the baby's turtle. Okay, in this place we can learn how to protect the baby turtle, how to taking care of the baby turtle, because the baby turtle are endangered now. Okay, next slide. This is the biggest turtle in Perancak Kurma Asih turtle conservations. And this is the biggest one. The age is 60 to 18 years. This is called green sea turtles. This is called green sea turtles. And this is the very biggest turtle in Perancak conservation turtle. They are rescued here from Perancak, from the beach of Perancak. And then they rescued to taking care here with the protect and taking care with all the crew in Kurma Asih turtle conservation. This is the biggest one. And then next slide. Let's go to the next destinations. Okay, this is Perancak Beach. This is one interesting places. You can go there and then you can see the beautiful sunset there. And then you can see the most of the iconic places like the boats. Because many people work as a fisherman. And then the fishermen go to the ocean or the sea to catch a fish. This is daily activity for Perancak people. And then you can play here. You can take a picture here with your family or with your friends. This is very interesting places. And then I would like to tell you, this is a hidden gem because from downtown to here, it took 20 minutes. And from Denpasar to Perancak, it took 3 hours by car, yes, by car. And then with your motorcycle, it took 3 hours, 30 minutes. Just only there. And then you can go there with your car, with your motorcycle, or with your private drive. Okay, next. Okay, if you want to take a rest here, there is Kurma Asih restaurant. Wow, this is a very special place if you want to rest here, right? And then you can eat there, you can relax, you can see the beautiful and feel the fresh atmosphere here. Okay. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is
Thank
very
you, Gusti Ayu Putu Chandra Yunika Putri. Your presentation time has now ended, and so we will proceed directly to the question and answer session.
okay. Thank you.
To the Honorable Judge, the time and space are yours. Although we would like to invite Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD, for the first question.
Okay, thank you very much, Ayu. Okay. When we go passing through the Prancak bamboo forest, I imagine that people can easily cut the bamboo. Is it possible for people to easily cut the bamboo?
Yes, it's possible, right?
Okay. The next one is in the temple of Prancak or Prancak temple.
Okay.
I see some black and white clothing, and some of them are yellow and white. Can you explain about the different colors?
Please identify the first or second examiners.
Can you explain your questions, please?
The first one is about the black and white color of the clothing of the some buildings and shrines in the temple, and the other one has yellow and white. Can you explain about the different color or the color? Do you think that the color has the meaning in your own religion?
Okay, thank you for your question. Let me answer your question. So the color of white and the color of black. I don't know for the information because this is the real architecture or the original architecture from Prancak Temple. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Putu.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much for the insightful question, Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD. Next up, we would like to invite Dr. Ludia Surya Adiani, SPD MPD, to kindly deliver the second question.
Well, thank you, Miss Putu. I would like to ask you about Kurma Aceh. Yeah, is it the only conservation place for turtle in that area?
Yes, that's right.
Only one. And how many turtles are there?
There are so many turtles, 119 sea turtles there.
Great.
The biggest is one.
All right. Is there any special time for after what is it? After hatching and the baby turtles released to the sea, is there any event or ceremony to do that?
Yes, there are specific ceremonies like in April month and June month. Yes.
So this is not April. I visit that place, so I cannot. What can I see there nowadays in January?
Okay, you can see the baby turtles there. There are so many baby turtles and then egg turtles. And then the biggest turtles is like green turtles. Yes, there are so many turtles there. And you can pay donation there in the Kurma Aceh Turtle Conservations.
Okay. And you mentioned Mr. Anam is the owner of this Kurma Aceh, right?
Yes, right.
It's not government's conservation.
No.
No. So what is the contribution of your government to the turtles conservation?
Okay, the government is just like open donation for the Kurma Asih turtle conservation, and that is why in Kurma Asih have a very biggest places, and then the turtle are endangered, right? And then they have a medicine for the turtle. They gave a medicine for the turtle.
All right, it's interesting. Thank you.
Okay, don't forget to go to Kurma Asih turtle conservation. It's
Yeah,
free.
All right.
Thank you for the very wonderful question from Dr. Luhdia Surya Adjani. And lastly, we would like to invite Mr. Iketutrika Adiana, SPD MPD, to kindly present the final question.
Okay, thank you, Chandra. I'm interested in the temple that you have just explained, but I want to get more information about it. Okay, the first one, what's the name of the temple again? Sorry.
Pura Gede Pranca.
Pura Gede Pranca. Okay. Do you know when the temple was built?
Since for Daniel Nirata comes here for one abad.
Okay, a century. Okay. Well, then, what? Yeah, because Balinese have lots of god and goddess, right? So, can you tell me what specific god or goddess are worshipped in that temple?
Can you explain your questions?
Okay, the god that you pray in that temple.
Gotcha. There is Dangyang Nirata or Sangyang Dwijendra or Sangyang Lingsir Sakti.
Okay, so, yeah, those are the gods that you pray there. All right. Or yeah, because you say you just said that the temple is very unique, right? So can you tell me what's the specific things or the difference in terms of the architecture that we can see in that temple?
Okay. There is a statue of crocodile there, and then the specific history of the Prancak temple is the footsteps of Dangyang Nirata is there, and then many people believe that he gave blessing and spiritual guidance in this place. There is
In terms of the architecture,
Mm.
okay, I'm interested in architecture. In terms of the architecture, what that you can tell me about it? So the specific characteristic that okay can be enjoyed there.
The architecture is very interesting because this architecture of Prancha. Can see that there is architecture of the boats. There is of the boats, the architecture of the boats, and then you can see that these very interesting places you can learn and you can pray there.
Okay, thank you, Chandra.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you very much for the brilliant question from Mr. Iketut Adiana SPD MPD, as well as thank you very much, honorable judges. As there are no further questions, we will now conclude the question and answer session for this participant. Thank you to the honorable judges and to Gusti Ayu Putu Chandra Yunika Putri. This concludes the session for participant number 3. At this point, the participant will be guided back to the breakout room. And participant number 3, you may now return to the breakout room. You are welcome to engage in other activities. However, please remain connected and do not leave the meeting room. Thank you very much. We will now continue to participant number 4. To the committee in charge, please invite participant number 4 to the main room. We will now begin the presentation session for participant number 4. Starting from participant number 4, Made Damar Mahardika from SMK Negeri 1, Tejakula. Allow me to deliver a quick reminder regarding the session flow. You will have a maximum of 22 minutes in total. This consists of a maximum of 10 minutes for the presentation, starting from the moment you utter your first word, followed by a maximum of 12 minutes for the question and answer session with the judges. Please note that there will be no time reminders during the session, and once the allocated time has ended, the session will be concluded immediately. So, without further ado, Made Damar Mahardika, you may begin your presentation now. The time will start once you begin speaking.
Check. All right, good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and honorable judges. How is it going? I hope you're in good situation. Thank you so much for the chance that has given to me to present this living cultural heritage from North Bali, Puro Maksan, and Wayang Wong Tejakula. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Dama, a student from Vocational High School number 1 Tejakula. I'm so excited to be your guide for today. So, I'm going to take you to explore my hometown in North Bali, a hidden gem called Tejakula Village. Are you ready? Let's dive in. So the first stop is Puro Maksan Tejakula. Puro Maksan isn't just any temple. It's a sacred temple home to 175 ancient mats. You heard it right, 175. Each mat had its own soul, own history, and its own story to tell. This is the birthplace of Ramayana dance come to life. So, when I say this place is sacred to us, I mean it's literally the birthplace of everything I'm about to show you. So let me introduce you the star of the show, Wayang Wong Tejakula. Wayang Wong Tejakula, the tradition has been recognized by UNESCO as a tangible cultural heritage, which is pretty huge for us. But what exactly is it? Imagine you're watching live-action Ramayana epic, where dancers becoming humans puppet. It's not some movie you watch on Netflix. It's a real people. Someone once described it as a Marvel movie of Balinese culture. And honestly, that's pretty accurate. So, Wayang Wong keeps our community tied to something we call ngaya. It's like a preserving our culture. So let me tell you the origin story of Wayang, because it's literally pretty mystical. To start way back in the 17th century, with a divine revelation at Puro Maksan Tejakula, there is a spiritual message. We call it Krauhan. So, where the gods is communicate directly to us, and then they request a sacred performance. And then this legendary artist Igusti Ngurah and the Dewa Batang create 175 ancient acts for all the Ramayana characters. And fun fact, this art is actually mixed. Made to gumbo art from Bangli and Kiandari Genesis, and mixing with local Tejakula flavor, making it uniquely theirs. The ultimate combination between divine and human creativity. So what makes it different than others? So there's a 4 element that makes Wayang is really unique and incredible. The first of all is the marks. Each marks instantly tells you who the character is, like Rama with peaceful eyes or Rahwan with fierce expression. These marks are just props. They are sacred objects that can only be worn by specially and chosen themselves. Second one, the customs. So the custom is really unique. Every color and pattern has a meaning of it, like gold for divine, red, warrior vibes, black, mysterious energy, and white for pure goodness. Can you imagine wearing this in market while dancing for hours? That's a real dedication, you know? Third one, the movement. So the movement is really unique. It's not the typical energy dance like other Balinese dance. It's slow, controlled, and every tiny hand movement has meaning. It's like a sacred language, but with your body. The fourth one is the music or gamelan. So the gamelan isn't just a background music. It's the heart of the whole performance. It tells you when something exciting happens, when it's time to feel sad, and when big battle scenes come. When all these elements combine together, boom, pure magic. Okay, let me tell you what is exactly experiencing Wayang actually look like. Imagine it's a golden hour turning into night. You are sitting on the ground with the whole village in the temple. The air smells like incense and flowers. The gamelans start playing. And then these incredible dancers appear. Half human, half gods, and half demons. And suddenly you're transformed to this ancient mystical world. This is not if you watch on Netflix. These are real people, real story, and real magic happening before your eyes. When this happens, everyone shows up. Grandparents, parents, and kids, because it's about respect to the gods. Honestly, this one experience that will carry with you forever. So, you might probably thinking, why does the 17th century still alive? In 2026, where everything's digital? That's a great question. Huh? So, we have this unique tradition called night, which way of preserving our culture. It's not for job, it's not for money, it's pure service from the heart. Our village elder take a time to teaching our younger generation its sacred language dance, making sure it doesn't get lost to the times. And honestly, more young people are getting into it because we realize this is our thing, this is what makes us beautiful and unique. When travelers like you come and genuinely fight with our culture and go, wow, this is amazing, this is incredible, that make us even more proud to preserve this culture. Your appreciation really fools our dedication. You might probably think, Daman, this sounds incredible, but how can I experience it by myself? That's a great question, you know? The first of all, you need to mark your calendar. You can catch the real deal during Wadalan, temple ceremonies, full moon ceremonies, or Galungan festival, where the story is beginning. And the most important thing, you are not just a spectator watching it from outside or buying ticket or something else. You are welcome as a honored guest. You can find us at Puro Baksan Tejapula, located in Tejapula Village, Buleleng Agency, and see the soul of Bali that most people never get to see it. Okay, so by visiting Tejapula, sharing our tradition to others, and hearing this presentation, you are really helping to keep this tradition alive. You're not just a spectator, you are the person to keep the 17th century this tradition still alive for the next generation. All right, that's all for me. That is the amazing story of Wayang Wong Tejatua from my small village in Tejatua. I hope you may be curious, maybe even inspired to visit. Bali is incredible. Sure, the beach, the nature, the fire, but the real magic is in place like this. In tradition like Wayang Wong, in community that still believe in preserving their heritage. If you ever come to North Bali, seriously, come find us. Join the temple ceremony, sit with the player, and watch the performance. Trust me, it will be unlike your ever experience. And even if you can visit, by just hearing this presentation and sharing our culture to others, we're helping to keep this tradition alive. I am Damar from Tejatua, and thank you so much for joining on this journey. Safe traveler wherever you are, and remember, the best adventure are the ones that connect us with real people and their stories. I hope to see you someday in Tejatua. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much, Made Damar Mahardika, for the excellent presentation. Although there is still remaining time, we will now proceed to the question and answer session. To the honorable judge, the time and floor are yours. Although first, we would like to invite Mr. Iketut Trika Adiana, SPD MPD, to kindly present the first question.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Weda. He mentioned that this Wayang Wong dance is a sacred dance. So why then you think that everyone can watch or enjoy this dance, even though it's a sacred dance?
May I answer it?
Yes, sure. Please answer it.
Okay, thank you for the question. Why does everyone can enjoy or watch this, even this a sacred ritual? Okay, that is because this ritual isn't just a performance. Everyone could watch it, even the other people from the outside. So it's a ritual and a performance. That's all. That's the answer from me.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. That's based on your opinion, right? And if I'm not mistaken, you have explained that the dancers of this specific dance, okay, Wayang Wong dance, are selected or specifically selected, right? So what if the ones who are chosen do not have the skills to dance? What will happen then?
Thank you for the question. So like I said in the presentation, this is pure service from the heart. So if anyone can dance this sacred language, they will find another dancer because it's so many dancers in our village. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Okay. Normally, we when we talk about wayang, it's okay. The things that comes to our mind is the shadow puppets, right? So, do you know the reason why this dance is also called as wayang?
Okay, thank you for the question. Why does this wayang called wayang? It's not like a shadow puppets or something else. It is because wayang means human puppets. So the movement of the dancer, it's slow and controlled. Like kipat capung, do you know kipat capung? It's like normal dance body. Sometimes it's shaking our neck with an energy. But in wayang it's slow, like that. And we have The movement is shaking our foot or feet like a monkey. So that is why it's called a wayang. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Weda.
Thank you very much for the wonderful question from Mr. Iketut Rika Adiana, SPD MPD. Next up, we would like to invite Dr. Ludia Surya Adiani, SPD MPD, to kindly deliver the second question.
Well, thank you, Made. I've heard about wayang wong before. So what makes this wayang wong in this Pura Maksan different from other wayang wong?
Okay, thank you for the question. When it's wayang wong Kejapala, it's different and unique than any other dance, any other wayang wong. So the original is from Purumaksa with a sacred mass, like I said in the presentation. That is why the wayang wong is really special and unique, different than any other kind of wayang wong dance. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
All right. So, is there any character different from other wayang wong in Bali?
Yes, of course. There is a wayang wong in Solo or in Java, but in Pejapula village, it's really unique because it has a sacred max, and the original is from the Pejapula village. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So it's sacred, yeah. So, when I want to go watch wayang wong, I should go to Pura, not other place.
So, for your information, you can watch the wayang wong outside the Tejapula, but it's using a duplicate mask. So it's not a sacred ritual anymore. It's a performance. But if you want to watch sacred rituals, you can watch it in the temple in Tejapura, especially on Purubaksa, where is the birthplace of Wayang Wong Tejapura. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Enough.
Thank you.
And lastly, we would like to give the floor to Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD, for the final question.
Okay. Good day, Made.
Good morning.
Okay. Can anyone wear the mask?
Absolutely not, because the original mask is sacred and can only be worn by specially and chosen dancer. But fun fact that I didn't tell you, before the dancer perform, there is a unique ritual called Nagapapel. So the dancer is adorning the mask using a natural plant from our environment, such as daun bira, bunga pucuk, or sampian. This ritual is believed to make the mask how is bring to life. But the duplicate mask is also you can use it, yeah, and you can touch it without any permission. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Okay, it means that one person has one mask.
Yes.
One dancer,
so,
one mask.
Yes, that's all right. So,
one dancer owns one mask.
For the sacred mask, it isn't just one dancer. It's only can use one mask. So sometimes you can change the dancer. So
what about if the dancer? What about if the dancer get sick? Maybe get sick, and then can anyone replace the dancer with the mask?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat it? because it's
What about
like
if the original dancer gets sick? One of the original dancers gets sick, okay? And after that, someone would like to
Oh, yeah.
replace that. Is it possible?
Yes, it's possible because we have the so many dancers in our village that can play in the different roles. Like
Okay,
my
thank you.
uncle is
Thank you,
playing
Made.
in the drama role. That's all.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there any question from the judges?
Thank you, honorable judges. As there are no further questions, we will now conclude the question and answer session for this participant. Thank you to the honorable judge and to participant Made Damar Mahardika. This concludes the session for participant number 4. At this point, the participant will be guided back to the breakout room. And participant number 4, you may now return to the breakout room. Although you are welcome to engage in other activities, please remain connected and do not leave the meeting room.
Okay, thank you so much.
And we will now move and continue the presentation to the last participant, which is participant number 5. To the committee in charge, please invite participant number 5 into the main room.
Okay, Jessica, ready? Halo? Nah, kita audio udah. Apa bisa kakak?
We will now continue with the presentation session for participant number 5. At first, is the participant ready for the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. We will now begin the presentation session for participant number 5. Starting from participant number 5, Jessica Putri Christian from SMA Negeri 2, Negeri 1, Negara, I'm sorry. Allow me to deliver a quick reminder regarding the session flow. You will have a maximum of 22 minutes in total. This consists of a maximum of 10 minutes for the presentation, starting from the moment you utter your first word, followed by a maximum of 12 minutes for the question and answer session with the judges. Please note that there will be no time reminders during this session, and once the allocated time has ended, the session will be concluded immediately. So without further ado, Jessica Putri Christian, you may begin your presentation now, and the time will start once you begin speaking.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jembrana. How are you feeling today? Good? Excellent. Anyway, my name is Jessica and I'll be your guide today as we will explore one of Jembrana's beautiful heritage. Before we start, I recommend you to bring your cap or umbrella and a mini fan if you have one, but if you don't, I already prepared it for you. If you have your tumbler with you, that would be great, and please do not litter around the area to keep the environment clean. So are you ready to explore? Let's go. So our destination today is located in Jalan Gatot Subroto, Banjartengah, Negara, Jembrana Regency. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the word Puri, you may think about a big and fancy Balinese palace. But besides many types of palaces in Bali, the most striking one is our destination for today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Puri Agung Negara. When you arrive at the Puri, you will see a big yard with a big tree in it. That is the access point for visitors. Then when you walk inside, you'll see 3 main buildings. The first one is on your right, which is Pesan Dekat. It is used for daily activities such as metanding or making banten or canang. Do you know what that is? So, banten or canang is a traditional Balinese Hindu offerings
for show gratitude, for show grateful to the gods. Next, there is the pavilion. The pavilion is used for meetings by the local community leaders and also the residents of the Puri. We're going to take a look inside, so please remove your footwear first. As you can see over here, they are displaying the family tree of the royal family of Jembrana. And also, they are displaying a lot of photos from the activity of Puri Agung Negara in the past. Now we're going to move on to the next main building, which is Gedongan. So it is used as the king's private residence. And as we can see also here, they are displaying a lot of photos. And one of them is the picture of Anak Agung Bagus Teja. Do you know who he is? So Anak Agung Bagus Teja is the first governor of Bali. And once he lived here. Ladies and gentlemen, in Puri Agung Negara, there are three main zones, follows the classical Balinese spatial concept based on the three mandala concept. Do you know what that is? So a three mandala concept is a classical Balinese spatial concept divides lands, temples, or houses into three levels based on their holiness from most sacred to less sacred. The first one in Puri Agung Negara from the less sacred is Nista Mandala. We have already passed it, which is the outer area, the yard with the big tree in it. The second one is Madhya Mandala. So here we are in Madhya Mandala. It is used as the reservation area for guests. And as you can see on the right picture, there is like a gate. There, when we pass it, we have to bow to show respect. And also because the height of the gate is almost as tall as us. So the next main zones is Utama Mandala. In some palace structure, the Utama Mandala includes the king's private residence. But traditionally, it is used to store heirlooms or symbols of the kingdom's greatness. A fun fact about this palace is that it was built in 1830 by the fourth king of Jembrana, I Gusti Agung Gede Selokan. Previously, the center of the government was in Puri Gede Jembrana, but due to the attacks from neighboring kingdoms, the center of the power moved to a new building called Puri Agung Negeri, and now we know it as Puri Agung Negara. A unique thing about this palace is its architectural style, which combines classical Balinese with European influence due to the colonial influences. And you might notice that in this Puri, they don't have that much classical Balinese carvings like you might see in other palaces. It is because the colonial influences when the Puri was built. And now, in the back area, they have three ballets. The first one is Ballet Sekeenam. It is used to carry out and also preparing the Manuselnyaknya ceremonies such as Metatah or wedding ceremonies. It's called as Sekeenam because it got 6 pillars in it. The second one is Ballet Biasa. It is used to prepare banten for the ceremonies. And the last one, there is Ballet Gong. It is used to play the gongs when there is ceremonial happening in the Puri. Ladies and gentlemen, even though the reign of the kings is no longer a fact in Bali, but this place is still used by the local communities to do a lot of things, such as photo shoots, important meetings, important events, and many more. And now we are lucky enough to see some young people preparing ogoh-ogoh for Nyepi Day in March. Do you know what ogoh-ogoh is? So ogoh-ogoh is a large terrifying statue made from paper, bamboos, and many other materials that represents buta kala or the negative aura. And ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna come back to Gedongan to fill the guest book. And thank you so much for joining this tours with me. I hope you got a unique historical experience from Puri Agung Negara. Thank you for choosing me as your guide today, and see you in the next opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much for Jessica Putri Christian for your excellent presentation. Although there is still some remaining time, we will now proceed immediately to the question and answer session. To the Honorable Judge, the time and floors are yours. Although, first we would like to invite Mr. Made Aryawan, SPD MPD, for the first question.
Okay, thank you very much, Putri. This is very interesting actually because the palace could be very traditional look, but here we have a little bit European modern style. Can you give the explanation why?
Okay, thank you for the question. Please let me answer it. So you might see that the Puri has a classical Balinese style and also combines with the European influence. It is because when this Puri was built, it got like contained with the colonial influences. So that's why the Puri got two styles of architecture, which makes it unique.
Okay. Does this palace has a relationship with the other palaces around Bali?
It's actually is. They got a relationship with the other Puri in the other area.
Okay, thank you very much, Putri.
Thank you very much for the brilliant question from Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD. Next up, we would like to give the floor to Mr. Iketutrika Adiana, SPD MPD, for the second question.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Putri. Putri, since it is a kingdom, right? So can you tell me how large is the area that's owned by this kingdom?
So the area kingdom holds.
Yeah, because it's a kingdom. It means that it has
Yes, that's right.
yeah, an area that's owned by this kingdom or ruled by this kingdom.
Okay, thank you for the question, Mr. Trika. So, as the kingdom, so it holds a lot of areas, and it's around Negara and many other more.
Right. Yeah. And you just mentioned that the architecture in this Puri followed the Dutch, if I'm not mistaken. Is it the Dutch architecture or any different types of architecture or colonialized architecture? It's only the Dutch?
Yes, it is. It's Dutch. Because
The Dutch.
when Dutch
All right.
colonized this
Only the
area,
Dutch.
yes.
All right. So, do you have any information, why the king chose the Dutch architecture, or did he follow the the authority of the Dutch during that time?
Okay. Thank you for the question. And because this Puri was built in the Dutch colonization era. So the kings or the builders follows it. So it got influence.
Okay, it's influence, not okay, because the king okay follow the Dutch what is it government
Yeah. So it's influence.
influence. Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you. I think that's all for three.
Thank you for the wonderful question from Mr. Iketutrika Adiana, SPD MPD. And finally, we move on into our last judge. We would like to invite Dr. Ludia Surya Adiani, SPD MPD, to present the final question.
Well, thank you, Miss. I'm interested in one word that you mentioned, metanding. Yeah, could you explain about it?
Okay, thank you for the question, Mrs. Dia. So, metanding or making canang is the activity that you do when you are making the daily offering to the gods. So, usually the canang contains like flowers, some foods, maybe, and many other more. So, usually people doing it not almost every day, but for example, like you can say once a week. So they made a lot of canang in the one same time for for one whole week.
Okay, what is the place for making that canang in the palace?
So the place for making the canang in the palace is called pesandekan.
Okay, can I join the activity there while the people there do that?
Sure, you can join that. You can learn how to make canang, and yes.
Okay, who live in that palace nowadays?
So the one who lives in that palace is the generation of the kings. So because it's a palace, some of the generations still stay in that palace.
Wow, interesting. Can I have some conversation with them?
Maybe we could have some time to have a conversation with them.
Okay, so this tour is not doesn't involve interaction with the owner of the building, yeah?
Yes, because they might be busy to do something.
What kind of important event conducted in that palace? You mentioned several important events.
Okay, so maybe they are attending some events in the other palace in the other area.
No. Inside this palace, yeah, this palace can be used for several activities like making that a statue. What is that? Agoh-agoh you mentioned before. And other important meetings and activities. What kind of activities and who can use that?
Okay, sorry. So the activities that we could do here is like a competition. So last year, the government used this place to make a competition about the Bulan Bahasa.
All right. What is that? I don't have that in my country.
Okay, so let me explain. So Bulan Bahasa is where the students in this area joins a competition about language. So it's actually in Balinese, so they do a lot of things like maybe singing, reading a poet, and many more.
Wow, interesting. Yeah. So people can use that village. All right, thank you. That's enough.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, honorable judges. The question and answer session for this participant will now be concluded. Thank you to the honorable judges and to Jessica Putri Christian. This concludes the last session for this participant. At this point, all participants will be invited to the breakout room while the jury will stay in the main room. For participant number 5, you may now return to the breakout room and you are welcome to engage in other activities. However, please remain connected and do not leave the meeting room.
Okay, thank you so much. See you.
Mayofe, keseruan ngajar anak-anak.
Excuse us for the delay. The committee is working hard to provide the best situation as well as condition for the judging material. Allow me to say that this was the final presentation of today's virtual guiding competition. To the honorable judge, thank you very much for your time, attention, and valuable contribution throughout the competition. Although before we return the floor to the master of ceremony, allow me to say that there will be a short time accommodated for the judges to compare notes as well as judgment after the virtual guiding contest has been concluded. And for now, we will return the floor to the master of ceremony for the evaluation session as well as the closing of today's event. Thank you. And to the committee in charge, please invite all participants to come back to the main room.
Excuse me, Kak Ray, I want to ask a question.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Is it the right room that we joined here?
Yes, please wait now in this main room as we wait for the other participant to join back into the main room. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ya pastiin biar semua duluan.
All right, thank you so much, everyone, and welcome to the main room. The next session is judges evaluation. So we would like to invite Dr. Loh Diah Surya Adnyani, SPD MPD, to give evaluation for the finalists. To Ms. Diah, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much, MC. I really appreciate these participants, SMA students, SMK students too, and really speak English very good, and you prepare this material, this presentation very well. And I would like to invite you later to be my students in English department. Yeah, you will be very, we will have really good students when you join our department. And the way when you do the presentation, make sure that you share the right PowerPoint and make sure that the audience can see what you present. Yeah, that's one note for me. Thank you. That's all. I'm amazed with these participants. You are the best. Yeah, I have corrected all the participants, and you are chosen by me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dia, for your evaluation for the finalists. Next, we will invite Mr. Eko Tutrika Adiana, SPD MPD, to give evaluation for the finalists. To Mr. Ketut Aditri, to Mr. Trika, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm so sorry because I have a problem with my internet connection. So I hope that I'm audible. Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate all of the participants. Yeah, you did well today. Yeah, but then, of course, there are things that we can improve for the next competition, right? When we talk about guiding, so remember, guiding is one of type of job in hospitality industry. So what is the key points there? Hospitality. So when you do the guiding process, so I really wish that you could express your hospitality. Yeah, because the visitors, the tourists who want to visit Bali really needs to not only see the beauty of Bali, yeah, but also to see the hospitality of the people. And it should be resembled by the hospitality of the guide or the tour guide. Okay, so that's the thing, the most important thing that you have to keep in mind if you want to be a tour guide. So you should start with hospitality, smiles. Yeah, remember, smile is service. So when you do or explaining things, try to keep smiling. Yeah, that's one point. And the other one, the second important thing, and is that you have to master, the product. Yeah, because you are tour guide, so the product will be the tourism object. Product knowledge is very important. So you have to understand all of the things, every details related to the tourism object. So when the guest asks you about specific details, that you make sure that you are ready to ask that, to answer that questions, in details. Maybe those two most important thing that I think in the future you can improve. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Trika, for your amazing evaluation. Next, we would invite Mr. Made Aryawan Adijaya, SPD MPD, to give evaluation for the finalists. For Mr. Made Aryawan, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, moderator, for the time given to me to give some review of the performance of the finalists today. This is the best of the best that we have for the final session or the final round. However, we need to be able to select to be 1, 2, and 3, of course. And we need to decide the winner. And for all of you, this is maybe some consider this as the first time, the second time, and the third time to join the competition in guiding. And your English are very good actually, but still there are some variations of quality of English in which you need to consider about and practice again about your pronunciation, word choices, and also about the fluency. Fluency doesn't mean that you need to speak too fast, so I can't understand the sentences that you spoke at the time. And the second one is about the guiding technique itself, because this is about guiding. It means that you need to master about the guiding technique. This is not just a presentation, but this is the technique of guiding available in it. And in becoming a tour guide, you are acting as an ambassador of the village, ambassador of the district, ambassador of the region, province, and also the ambassador of the nations. So you are going to give a good image about your nation, about your district, about your village. And in guiding activity, you are describing about the object. So when you want to say that this is the bamboo forest, maybe you need to show the bamboo. Your focus should be to the bamboo forest, and you explain about deeply about the object. And also you need to show don't forget to introduce yourself and introduce other people that accompanying you. Let's say you have the drivers, you have a co-driver, and also you need to tell the guests about the duration of the time that you are going to spend in the object and what they are going to see. And after that, you can also invite questions. So ask the guest to give you questions. In fact, they have something that you miss already. And in relation to the question, not all the question should be answered correctly. Do not make up the answer. Do not make up the stories in order to be able to answer the question. If you do not know the answer, you need to postpone the answer by saying, I would like to, this is the first question that I have since I am becoming a tour guide, maybe. This is a very good question. I have never have had this kind of question before, and I would like to give you the answer tomorrow, maybe, because you need to ask some people. And in tour guiding, you are also informing, describing, explaining, and also becoming a translator and interpreter. So you need to interpret. Let's say if you have the key speaker there about the senior citizens in that city, in that village, you can ask in Balinese maybe, and then you can interpret. That's one of your job. And also you need to assist your guests. You need to give some help to your guest, including taking care of the accidents happens. And the last one is about the product knowledge. You need to have the knowledge about the place or the object that you are explaining about. It is impossible that you are explaining something that you don't understand. So that's why in this competition, you have a question addressed by the judges as if the judges act as a guest of your tour. So they would like to have questions about the object that you are explaining in order to measure, in order to evaluate whether or not you understand about the objects. And you do not need to complete your or provide yourself with the knowledge the knowledge about the object, but the knowledge about something in related to the object, about the philosophical meaning, maybe about the other ceremony. If you talk about the temple and then it is related to the ceremony, it is related to colors of clothing available in the temple. I think this is a very good experience for you to enlarge your knowledge, and maybe you can, if you are not lucky today, you're not lucky in this competition, you can join the competition in at a time done or held by Ganesha University of Education. And Budia has already invited you to become the student of English Language Education Department, and that's very good. And if you are not interested in becoming a teacher, and then you can come to Diploma for English for Business Communication Professionals. So you are welcome here. Thank you very much for the moderator.
Thank you, Mr. Made Aryawan, for your feedback. And thank you for all of the judges for your outstanding feedback for all of our finalists. As with all of the finalists, we hope that this is not the end of your guiding journey, but this is a great beginning for you, and we cannot wait to see you in the future opportunities. Now, let's move to our documentation session. For all finalists and participants, we invite you to open your camera. For the operator, please stand by. Documentation will be led by me. The first pose is a formal pose. All right, be ready. So 1, 2, 3. The next pose is the UKM HKM pose. You may make this pose. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. And as for the last pose, we would like to invite you in Salam Harmony. Yeah, amazing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your patience as we have completed all of our sessions today for today's final round. As we arrive at the end of today's agenda, on behalf of the committee, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to the judges for their dedication and valuable feedback, all finalists for their enthusiasm and outstanding presentation. We would also like to inform all participants that the winner announcement will be conducted through the social media, the official Instagram of UKM HKM. Before leaving, kindly fill the attendance form in the link provided in the chat box. And I am Mahen, as the Master of Ceremony. On behalf of the committee, we would like to thank all participants for joining today's final round of Virtual Guiding Competition International Week 2026. Om Santi 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 Om. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Salve, Namo Buddhaya, and Salam Harmony.
Salam.
For all finalists are allowed to leave this room. And for all judges, we would like to invite you to stay in this room for a moment because we'd like further things to discuss.
Thank you.
Good morning to all judges. Yeah, for the discussion for our winner, would you like a new Zoom meetings or that we are going to make, or are we going to stay and using this room?
Hello. I think there is already finished with that. You can see you can share the.
Oh, okay. All right.
Actually, yeah.